I want to talk about Movsar Evloev defeating Aljamain Sterling because it was, first of all, a pretty intriguing fight, and second, Movsar Evloev has to be the number one contender at featherweight. No ifs, ands, buts about it. And also, no ifs, ands, buts about who won this fight. In my opinion, Movsar Evloev clearly won the second, and the third was competitive, but he stole it at the end. I'm expecting Aljamain Sterling to protest the decision because Aljamain Sterling complains about a lot of things, but Evloev, in my opinion, clearly won this fight. And again, it was pretty entertaining for me because I like good grappling, and this wasn't a fight where either fighter got damaged really on the feet or on the ground, but there were some nice reversals in this fight. Sterling was doing a good job at countering Evloev's advances, dropping down for the single leg, holding on to his waist and working his way to the back, and a couple of times he was actually able to pick Movsar Evloev up and throw him onto the canvas. So Sterling showed that he is a formidable guy. I know he's got no danger on the feet whatsoever, and again, he complains a lot and brings it on himself, but this guy has legit grappling skills, so the way he was able to manhandle Evloev at times was impressive. But I was more impressed with how Evloev was able to reverse Sterling's takedowns, and again, he wasn't just reversing and then going for safety first, head under the armpit, kind of stalling positions. He was actually going for some damage. He was advancing his position. He was able to get Aljamain Sterling into the crucifix position not once but twice in the first round alone. One of them was a reverse crucifix, but he ran out of time, so he wasn't able to deliver any serious damage. But again, throughout the second round, he was able to control Sterling at times. He was actually working his way to Sterling's back, and yeah, he won the second round clearly. The third round, he threw a ridiculous spinning back fist, which was never going to land, giving me flashbacks to Chael Sonnen versus Anderson Silva 2, and he, no surprises, ended up on the canvas. He fell down, Sterling capitalized, went for a takedown, and it looked like Evloev was going to give this fight away. And I was just sitting there tearing my hair out thinking, why would you throw such a stupid spinning back fist out of nowhere when it's obviously not going to land and do damage? Like crazy from Evloev. But Sterling, again, one of the knocks on him is that he doesn't damage you, and he doesn't really go out of his way to advance his position. So he was just sitting in this kneeling position where he was giving no damage whatsoever, and you just had a feeling that if Evloev was able to create just a little bit of distance between them, he could deliver some serious damage himself and he could steal this round back. And that is exactly what happened. Sterling wasn't able to hold Evloev down. Evloev did reverse him. He was able to push him up against the cage. He tried to throw a couple of strikes, but it didn't really do anything. He ended up taking Sterling's back, and when Sterling was just trying to get out of it and survive and really see out the round, I mean, he looked pretty tired in there. He looked like he wanted the fight to be over. Evloev was able to work his way to the mount position and again, not do any serious damage. This wasn't Renato Moicano against Benoit Saint Denis, but he was able to do a little bit more than Sterling, and again, it won him the round. I, again, did like how Sterling was able to throw Evloev down multiple times, which did happen in the third round as well, but overall, Evloev just did more damage. He attempted to do more throughout the fight. He was advancing his position more. It was pretty clear to me that Evloev won this fight. Again, I'm expecting Sterling to complain, but Evloev, he earned this victory. And again, when I said he is the clear-cut number one contender, there is Diego Lopes in there, needs to be said. However, and I know fans aren't going to like this because Evloev is not everybody's favourite fighter, he defeated Diego Lopes in an exciting fight 3 fights ago. So technically, Evloev could be fighting for the belt next. Now I know that Evloev has done more since then, but if you look at his resume, Evloev has defeated Brian Ortega. Aside from that, Dan Ige, Sadiq Youssef, Pat Sabatini, we're not really talking about a who's who of the top contenders. And I know Evloev should have lost to Arnold Allen, but the win over Lopez. Here has a win over Dan Ige. Nick Lentz, I mean, that's whatever. And he just defeated Aljamain Sterling, who did have a good win at this weight class. So you could see Evloev stepping in there against Ilia Topuria. We don't know when Topuria is coming back, but either way, Evloev could be fighting for the belt next, or maybe they throw Diego Lopez in there and they give Evloev a stay busy fight, or who knows, maybe it will just be a position where the UFC says, okay, whoever can make the fight gets it. We'll wait and see, but yeah, it was a good performance from Evloev. Not super exciting, but it was better given what I was afraid we might get. I liked what we saw in there. So let me know your thoughts down below. Did anybody actually score it for Aljamain Sterling? I'm interested to hear. And yeah, who do you think is going to be fighting for the belt next at 145? Like the video and subscribe to the channel for more. Catch you later.